go.
Hey there.
Hello. Welcome back to a Fresh Crack Friday where we're not fresh cracking a damn thing. This is the winner's battle because we realize we've been recording so many of these and we have a bunch of winners.
And we had to go back and watch our videos to
Yeah.
remember which one won.
It's been a couple weeks.
So this is a winner's open bottle battle.
Yep, you got it. We got some good staples, some stuff that's allocated here in New York. But two of these you can go right into K&M and buy right now. The Redwood.
Yep.
And the Blue Run, they still have that on the shelf.
Yeah, they did when we were there. Yeah,
So,
awesome.
Buffalo Trace is hit or miss, just like any Sazerac product. Gotta freaking love it. But when you can find them, if you can get them for right around $40 or a little bit under, that seems to be kind of going right nowadays.
What one is this?
The Pipe Dream.
The Pipe Dream was what, under $40?
I think it was $34.99 or something.
Yeah, which is
like
such a good bottle.
Yeah, we had the Lost Monarch a couple weekends ago camping, and we about killed a bottle in a weekend.
Yeah, that's funny. So the Blue Run is the more expensive bottle. That was
Blue Run's going to be $90.
$90.
Yeah, this one, the Reflection series or whatever it is.
But all super good bottles that have won all the other Fresh Cracks. Mm-hmm. So here we go with our first Fresh Crack, non-Fresh Crack.
You got it. You got it. So we've got everything all mixed up. We've got ABCD labeled, or ABC labeled up on it, and we'll taste through these. Glasses are all mixed up, good to go. This is our first time trying it with a little bit less light down here at the bar, and I think it kind of balances nice with the contrast down here.
I was just telling Ben, it looks kind of, behind the bar, it's a little dark here, but looking at the camera, it looks pretty good. So let us know what you think, kind of doing something a little bit different here.
Yeah, trying to play with the lighting.
Yeah, just
keep it new and exciting.
Make it look a little different for us. And of course, we're going to use the Whiskey Tasting Journal on my end to help me kind of decipher what we're doing for color, smell, flavor notes, flavor wheel. So Ben was just talking about getting another one of these because they're pretty helpful.
Yep, I've been just using this little leather-bound Rough Grouse Society book.
Nice.
So, yeah, keeps it.
I'm just going left to right, as I always do.
Yep, that's what I got. So first one up for me. And cheers to everybody at home.
Yeah, cheers. My initial nose is sweet on this one, which, of course, I like. I'm learning that I'm kind of going towards the sweet vanilla bourbons. I was just talking about that. As I get more used to this, doing more bourbons, I really enjoy those sweeter notes, especially the vanilla. I don't know what's steering me that way, but I'm really enjoying that.
So I smell a little bit of cherry with this glass.
Okay.
And that's something I get with Buffalo Trace once in a while. But remember, the Pipe Dream is a blend of bourbons too. So I can't remember if I got cherry with that or not.
I don't remember.
So to the taste. Nope. That is not Buffalo Trace.
Nope. So what are you getting out of it, though?
Rye spice.
Do we have a rye here?
We have a high rye bourbon.
Which one is that?
The Blue Run.
Okay, I couldn't remember. So I've only had the Blue Run that one time we did the Fresh Crack with that.
Yep.
So I kind of don't remember. I remember the notes of the Buffalo Trace, but not really that Blue Run.
Yep. And you can see we haven't really touched into these since the last, tasting. We do half-ounce pours, usually. So
with mine, I'm getting a little bit of the sweetness. I'm not getting a lot of complexity with it. It doesn't taste like super high proof to me. Pretty smooth.
Yeah, all these are going to be sub 90s, I believe. I think the Blue Run's even sub 90. Actually, the Blue Run's 95.
Yeah. So this one is like super mellow.
Yep.
It doesn't. There, like we talk about a lot, lower proof, lower complexity. But this does have a good depth of flavor as it kind of
for that proof point.
Yeah, exactly. As it kind of washes through your palate there. I'm not like nothing's really jumping out to me though.
Okay.
It's just kind of one note, and I honestly can't like put my finger on what exactly I'm getting out of it flavor wise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have all these great adjectives like you do.
I'm sorry. It's not on every bottle either.
No, definitely not.
And some of them make no sense.
Yeah. One thing I do know is like some of these, maybe it's just the lighting back here, but it is a little bit lighter in color.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking about color, is that something that increases with proof? Color?
Typically, because it's not as watered down.
Okay.
Age typically darkens because it's on the barrel longer.
Yep.
It's pulling up more of that char. Sometimes it's more of a higher char on your bottles. Like Wild Turkey uses number 4 alligator char.
Okay.
That's what they're well known for. Some people use a lighter char.
Okay.
Stuff that's double oaked, meaning it goes into a second barrel. Right. Also is one that might, have some more color to it.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that influence color.
Right.
Different finishes and stuff like that, and how they finish it.
Right.
So
I'm just making a note here in my journal on the flavor wheel. And honestly, like I was saying, this one isn't doing anything crazy. It's not fruity. I'm not getting any spice out of it.
But a nice traditional kind of bourbon taste.
Yeah, honestly, like I talk about it a lot, like an everyday pourer. Mm-hmm. Just smooth, really good flavor.
Something you could grab any day of the week.
And just enjoy.
Fine. Yep.
And just really enjoy.
And that's what I think we're going to get with a lot of these, especially the winners brackets and stuff like that as we start doing these. And we talked about starting to figure out what our best bourbons for the year will be. I think we're going to probably pick, I don't know if we could pick 5 unique ones, and then we'll throw in, we got to figure out a bracket. 6 we agree on, and then 5 each of us bring to the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll pick our 6 that we agree on, and then maybe pick 5 uniques or whatever. We'll just be down here picking bottles and figure something up. That'll get us a Sweet 16 bracket, and closer to the holidays, we'll be able to start breaking that out.
But we've already started thinking about what bottles we're going to have. Because
we got to stop drinking them.
You look behind the bar, and there's some bottles that you can definitely tell that we've enjoyed more than others.
Yeah. The Bowman single barrel is one that's got to get held up.
Yep, absolutely.
The Rochester whiskey pick has got to be on.
The Rochester whiskey bottle is about 3/4 gone. And
I do have a backup, but
the Bowman is probably all of 3/4 gone.
Yeah, at least. So
I'm gonna try my second one.
I'm getting apple, kind of that appley pear smell I get on a lot of different bourbons, actually.
I'm almost getting like a baking spice smell on this one.
Okay.
Definitely a unique smell on this that I don't honestly remember. Different type of sweetness, though, not like that first one.
Yeah, nice caramelness with this one. Just a nice traditional caramel bourbon. Like I would recommend that one for anybody that wants a traditional bourbon taste. Like I said, I remembered with the Blue Run having a higher rye in it.
Okay.
Spice bite before.
Yep.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking the first one was.
Okay.
Second one, I'm not so sure. Got, like I said, some good traditional bourbon notes. With that appley perry sweetness, and maybe I'm confusing that for something else, but that's just what I get a lot of times.
So this one I'm getting that a little bit of spice bite out of.
Yeah.
Yep, a little bit unique smell that I honestly don't remember the first time doing these. But definitely a little bit of spiciness on that front end.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I'm just drinking quick. It's been a long day.
That's okay. Yeah, definitely a lot of spice out of this one. With that lower proof, not a lot of complexity, very little sweetness, maybe just a little bit of a hint of sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Put your nose right in the glass. Just smell this. That's how you drink whiskey like a sir. That's how I'm told.
He's talking about a TikTok video that he keeps sending to me. That's hilarious. You have to put that in the comments or something on one of these videos.
Try to figure out a way to put it into it.
That's
not how I recommend drinking it. You drink it however you enjoy drinking it.
But the video is hilarious.
Put it in a cocktail, put it over ice, put a couple drops of water in it, whatever you want to do to it. But
however you enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Straight up, whatever.
Okay, I'm going on to the third one here. This third glass, I'm getting a ton of sweetness, like candy sweet almost.
That's funny because actually for my descriptor I put green apple Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
I can picture like the tubes. They used to be like 25 cents a piece at the Dollar General.
Yep.
Or Family Dollar, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they were like 25 cents a piece. You get 4 for $1. And they were in like a little like Slim Jim kind of wrapper thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I can picture it. As soon as I smelled it, I'm like, that's what it is.
That one's really spicy. Like on the tongue spicy.
Mm-mm. Well, not really spicy for me.
They're definitely not in the same order as we've done before.
And that's what we've talked about too, is they're not in the same order with stuff. Again, this is very hard because these are all winners, and I want to say that I would pick up any of these. The only, I guess, caveat, and we said this with the Blue Run video, is the price point for the quality. It might not be there, especially if it's something you haven't tried before.
Oh, sure.
But even the Buffalo Trace at $40 or the Redwood at $34.99, whatever, I would buy any one of those 2 bottles any day of the week at that price point with the quality that's here. But none of these are jumping out at that $90 price point, which is where I think if we had to pick it based on price too, I think I would put the Blue Run on the bottom of the heap just because of the price versus
bang for your buck.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge rye guy either. So some people that might like a heavier rye, a rye bourbon.
This makes me want to think that this third glass is the Blue Run, just because like the most dominant flavor I'm getting is just spice. Like one note, spicy, in your face. Here we are, not mellow at all.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't know if I can find it.
So I've been doing a terrible job of like doing the names and stuff on my tasting book. Mm-hmm. So if you get one of these books, I'd highly recommend like going back through and like there's whiskey name, the producer, the distillery, the type and grade, the alcohol content, price, age. So that's, things that looking back would be, I wish I would have done when I first started using this. So if you get one of these tasting books and you do them blind, make sure you go back and actually write down what they are. So in cases like this,
and typically you're not doing this. Typically you're sitting down with one bottle and trying it.
But it's kind of cool if I could go back and look at this Pipe Dream and go back and say, okay, here it is. What did I think that day versus today?
Yeah.
How was it different from that day to today? So,
and it might be how you're tasting them in what order.
Right.
I don't know where our little podium sheet is. Oh well.
Is it right over there? No.
No, that's from the Blind Barrels.
Oh, okay.
Which we do have a new one of those to try too.
Yeah, I remember you saying you were going to get that.
The new quarter one.
So I think I got my third place finisher. Was that really spicy one? Well, I'm just not feeling that today.
Yeah, it's not.
That's definitely going to be my third place. So I'm going to go back with between my first and second glass here, and see what goes out front.
That's going third. Yeah. So the spicy one, and I'm assuming again we could be wrong, and again we're just down here having fun tasting these for you folks and telling us what we think of them. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Blue Run.
Now, if I remember correctly, the Buffalo Trace was sweet.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace is a nice standard. And back, like I said, dude, back when you could get it for $20. Where's my little book? One of the first bottles I bought was Buffalo Trace back in the day.
Did you write down the price?
I did.
Gotcha.
$24 for that.
What year?
2015.
2015. Wow. So almost 10 years ago.
This is funny. So let me read you my tasting notes from this one. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars.
2 out of 5? Come on.
I said spicy smell, harsh, no smoothness, mix it.
Mix it.
And no rebuy with a star next to
it. Meaning that you were not going to get another bottle.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think now looking back?
Oh, I would like I said, Buffalo Trace is one I thoroughly enjoy. But it's funny that we say this and then like I put Iron Smoke with 4 stars, and the only one of the Iron Smoke that I enjoy now is the casket strength.
Right.
I don't enjoy it. So as my palate's kind of developed or changed, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Just trying to see what else I put in here for higher stuff.
And your experience has changed too.
Yeah.
You've had opportunities to try a lot of different things.
Eagle Rare was a 4.5 star one.
Which you probably wouldn't put 4.5 now.
And I put and this is before a lot of people were talking about it, Old Granddad Bottled and Bond. I put it 4.5 stars back then. Which I still think that's a great bottle.
Right.
Rare Breed was 4.5. But Rare Breed back then was only 112.8.
No,
different batches.
116.
Yep, different batches.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how far it's come. Like I put Woodford with only like 3 stars. Maker's Mark 2.5 stars. Dry with a bite is what I put. It's funny.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting how your perspective changes.
Yeah.
And then also like to me, the way you describe these bourbons is more advanced than me being more, way newer to it than you. So it'd be funny to look back on this book from now till when we're at the end.
Yeah.
And how that kind of develops. Because I really think it matters because the more you can dissect it, the more you can compare them.
Yep.
And make an educated decision on what one you
and
like
see
more.
what you like.
Yeah.
And especially with this, like putting our winners together, and as we found this with other ones, stuff that wins for a certain week might not hold up. But I think all 3 of these are good bottles. I would enjoy any one of these.
Yeah.
If you put the $40 price point on all of them, I would buy any one of them.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Blue Run though, at the 90 Pro, you gotta hit above your weight class at that $90 price point for me, because there's so many good $40 bottles out there.
I got mine, and this is gonna sound crazy, but first, second, third, as they were poured, is my first, second, third for my placing. Left or right, here we go. And I'm going with number 1 here, and honestly, because I'm enjoying the sweetness today. It's smooth, it's sweet. Right. There's not a lot of complexity, but there's depth of flavor. And it's just super easy going. And today I'm just kind of feel like having a nice glass of bourbon that's not going to hit me in the face or have any weird notes or super spiciness, and just enjoy it. That's what I'm feeling today.
So for Keith's scoring, I guess. So you're going to give me first place first or third place first? What are we going to do?
No, we'll do third.
So review on scoring, we do 5-3-0. So we don't get as many ties.
Yeah, and that's worked pretty well so far. I mean, we've had what?
One tie.
One tie? One straight up tie?
Yep.
So my third place is A.
That is the Pipe Dream.
Pipe Dream's A.
Pipe Dream.
So that was the one I was getting a lot of spice from. Which I really like the Pipe Dream.
And it's all subjective.
Yep.
For the week, what it's going against, everything like that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But yeah, honestly, I'm getting a lot of spice out of that for whatever reason. All right, second place is B.
B is the Blue Run.
Blue Run. So I have to admit, I just knew this was Buffalo Trace.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did. And I think it's the sweetness, the smoothness, the easygoing palate with it. It's just a good bottle for the $35 where it should be.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It really is. It's an easy drinker. Like if I'm going to a party or something like that and I just want to take a bottle that I know people are going to enjoy for not a crazy amount of money, that would be probably in my top 3 of bottles I would take.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the sea glass, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just so we're not pulling any funny business on anybody.
Not getting weird.
We're not like that. So with mine, I went with that high rye one. I assumed it was the high spice. I guess we can't say rye, but high spice. I put that as my last place too, whether it's the same one as Keith or not. Two of them I would say had a little bit of that spice.
Yeah.
My third one had a little bit of that spice.
Okay.
My third glass too, but not like that first glass. My first glass is what I'm going to put in third, and that's the B glass. So Blue Run.
Blue Run is last?
Yep, for me.
Okay.
So I did pick that one out. That's what I thought it was.
Yep.
Like I said, that rye spice specifically really stuck with me on that one.
Yeah, and I really thought that I had that nailed.
So that next Blue Run right out.
Yeah, that's
for
done.
sure.
And that's the $90 bottle.
That's a $90 bottle.
Yeah.
Again, just not my flavor. It was Keith's second. But it just depends on how you're tasting them.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm pretty sure. Let me think how I did these. Yeah. So this one was my glass 2.
Okay.
Yep, and this one was my glass 3. So glass 3 just came off a little, almost kind of grapey, a little spicy.
Grapey.
Yeah, a little grapey on the
okay.
taste. With the green apple Laffy Taffy on the nose.
Yep.
I think that's the Buffalo Trace.
Okay.
Not sure. But I'm gonna go with glass C, and that's the Buffalo Trace.
That is Buffalo Trace.
So we got the Buffy Trace, and Buffy Trace is gonna move just because Pipe Dream's gonna get the 5 points for going first.
Yep.
A glass. Yep. So I liked the Pipe Dream last time. I think actually both of us put the Pipe Dream in second, and that's why it moved on.
And it moved on, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised that I put that last.
It depends. It just dips on the day. We talk about that all the time.
Yep.
So, spoiler alert, don't be a tater hater. You can't find it. But Buffalo Trace is moving on with a solid 8-point win.
Yeah.
But I would say that, even though, Keith didn't rank it up there in this, podium today with the Pipe Dream, I still think the Pipe Dream and the Lost Monarch, the Redwood stuff that we've had, and we haven't had the cash stuff yet, but the regular offerings are very good bottles for the money.
I mean,
for $35.
We talk about it a lot. Like, if you don't, for whatever reason, don't want to go spend $90, $100 on a bottle, man,
there's a lot of good $40 bottles we've had on this show.
Yeah, and that Pipe Dream, that's right up there, and that's under $40.
Yeah,
that's $35 to go buy a bottle. And I mean, if you're only drinking it yourself, like when I'm at home, it's just me. My wife doesn't drink bourbon, so like to spend $35 on a bottle, the way I think about it is, okay, if you're a Miller Lite drinker, right,
mm-hmm.
and you go buy an 18-pack of Miller Lite, what's that? $20?
Mm-hmm.
And you do that 2 times, there's $40. That's one bottle of that. And for me, I personally love to sit down and sip on a glass of bourbon.
Sip on the whole bottle, huh?
Yeah, straight out the bottle. But,
I've heard people say, it's a serving.
It's just multiple servings.
It's a serving.
But, I mean, for me, I want to sit down and enjoy the drink.
Yep.
When I crack open a Miller Lite, I just slug it.
Yeah,
it's
maybe
you know what I mean?
Cooking or something
doing
like that.
Whatever. Yeah. It's a hot day and you just slam the freaking beer. But if I want to sit down and actually enjoy the drink, to go buy a $40 or $35 bottle, here, that's what I prefer to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's hot out, I put some ice in it.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yep.
But it's cool that you can go and buy a really good bottle for $35.
Yep. So
in that Pipe Dream.
I think what we do with this is Angel still has to go.
Yep.
Buffalo just won, so we'll put Buffalo and Angels with something else.
Yeah.
I don't know yet, but that'll be 2 episodes from now,
at least.
Yep. Next week, if you guys are watching this live as they come out, next week we're going to do the Barrel Proof Battle.
Which is what?
We got the Penelope, which is going to be the fresh crack in it.
The Craig.
And then we got the Craig, who was our only unanimous winner.
Yep. And that was a good bottle. That was a really good bottle.
The C922 bottle.
Yep.
And then we put one that I think is a huge bracket killer.
It is.
Killed my best beginner bar bourbon battle.
Yeah.
Thing as the send-in was the Rare Breed. And if you can find them.
Yeah. Do it. Buy it. It's great.
For $50. If you can still find them for 50, go buy one.
Yeah. So he's talking about the Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Yeah.
116 proof.
Yep.
Amazing bottle.
Yep. So
it's probably. So Ben got me a Rare Breed a couple months back. It's got to be top 3 bottles I've ever had.
Yeah, Rare Breed's definitely one that goes into the bottom of the bottle of the year just about every time.
It's really good. For the money, it's really good.
You can't, dude. Even if it was like 65,
yeah, it's really.
You
good
still
bottle.
almost have to go with them.
So today, for this one,
Buffy wins.
Buffalo Trace wins. Not a huge surprise to me.
Yeah,
I'm kind of happy with myself that I was able to pick a bottle out because I struggle with that sometimes. Just honestly, just picking what bottle it is.
It's time.
Yeah, I thought this was my 3rd place. I did not get those spicy notes from the Pipe Dream last time. I can tell you that much. Just today, that's what it is.
I'd be curious to go back at your book and see what you got for the Pipe Dream last time.
Yeah, me too.
So, well, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in.
We're
checking us out.
Barrel proof.
Barrel proof. Next episode. Here we come.
So, thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, folks.
And we'll catch you all next time down here at the bar.
See ya.
See you.
Yeah, but look at this shit. See what I don't do?
I didn't write the name.
No.